Hello everyone, my name is Vikas. These are my teammates. Our topic is on virtual machine using Linux. Introduction. The paragraph discusses virtualization, which is a key part of modern computing. It explains the virtualization, allows the creation of virtual machines. These are the softwares based on systems that act like separate computers. Even though they run on same physical hardware, the supervisor, for example, virtual or VM hardware is used to manage this. The hypervisor's job is to divide the host CPU, memory, storage, and network resources, allocate portions to them to each guest VM, and ensure virtual machines work independently and securely. Setups allows multiple operating systems like Windows, Linux, etc. to better resource utilization, isolation, and cost reduction. Next one is experimental setup. It starts with the host machine specifications, which means describing the systems on which the virtual machines are created. The host operating system is Windows 11, processor type CPU, RAM capacity, disk storage. Virtualization software used is like VirtualBox, guest operating systems installed like Mac OS, Linux, etc. Those machine specifications. Random access memory. The OS system has a total of 8 GB memory that must be shared between the host and guest operating systems. Managing the limited amount of memory is crucial. If too amount is allocated to virtual machines, the software system must become slow and unresponsive. Therefore, careful allocations of RAM is required to maintain stable performance for both systems. Visualization platform. Tool used Oracle VirtualBox. Oracle VirtualBox is a software that enables virtualization. It creates, manages virtual machines, assigning hardware resources like CPU, RAM, and storage from the OS system to each virtual machine. In a summary, the experimental setups defines the environment for testing visualization. OS, Windows 11, process Intel Core i5, multi-core for parallel processing, RAM 8 GB, visualization tool Oracle VirtualBox. Now, random access memory 8 GB. This section explains that 8 GB of total RAM must be shared between the host and the guest. Memory allocation is crucial between both systems use the same physical RAM. If too much memory is given to the guest virtual machine, the host might become slow or unresponsive.
Okay, I'm Guraj and I'm going to explain the installation steps. In the installation steps, we consider the five steps. In that five steps, first we do the download and install. Install the virtual box. By using the virtual box, we are installing the OS called Kali Linux. Installation virtual box and the extension pack on your computer. Download the Kali Linux ISO from the official website. Then second step, create virtual machine. Open a virtual box, click new, name Kali Linux, type Linux version Debian. It considers 64 bits and allocating RAM is 2 to 4 GB minimum and the 20 GB plus disk space. And attach the Kali iOS under the storage, optical drive. And next, the third step. The third step, starting installation. Start VM, choose the graphical install, select the languages, regions, and the keyboard. Creating a username and the password for the OS, choosing a guide and entire disk for maintaining. Let install a complete. Let's reboot. And after the completion of the reboot, then the fourth step, the install guest additions for the better performance. When Kali is running, menu, device insert a guest or addition and CD. Open the terminal and run. After the completion of run, the final step is enable a full screen view, auto rotate, auto resizing and guest display. Check internet works. And the final, starting using a Kali tools. After the commanding code is sudo apt install tool when the needed. And after this, we have the some outputs, how the completion of the download of a Linux OS, it shows like this. This is the before the Linux OS in the laptop of Task Manager, and this is the after the running of Linux OS. Thank you.
So, my name is Nitin, and I'll be continuing with the observations. Process management. Process management means it is the how the operating system handles the running programs. In Kali Linux, you can control these processes directly using commands. In the Windows 11, you can easily manage them using Task Manager. CPU scheduling. This is which program gets to use the CPU next, meaning the it is where the program continues next. Since many tasks run at once, the OS quickly switches between them to make everything feel smooth. The computer's RAM, deciding how much memory each program gets and freeing it when done. Both Kali Linux and Windows 11 use virtual memory, meaning if RAM is full, some data is temporarily stored on the hard disk. Resource handling. Every computer has a limited resources like CPU time, memory, and input-output devices. The OS makes sure all the programs share these fairly without conflicts. Kali Linux lets users control these details manually, while Windows 11 handles most of it automatically in the background. Next, comparative analysis. Kali Linux and Windows 11 are both great operating systems, but they are made for different kinds of users. Kali Linux is mostly used by the people like ethical hackers, and it's open source, highly customizable, and gives users full control through the command line. On the other hand, where Windows 11 is general purpose operating system made for everyday users. It focuses ease of use, a modern graphical interface, and smooth performance for tasks like browsing, gaming, and office work. In short, Kali Linux is ideal for professionals who want to control and security tools, while Windows 11 is for better for comfort, compatibility, and user-friendly experience.
Hello everyone, I am Nimraj. To conclude our experiment, we successfully utilized virtualization technology to compare and analyze the distinct operational philosophies of Kali Linux and Windows 11. Through this process, we observed that the Linux kernel in Kali performs exceptionally well in manual resource control. It demonstrates a lean, efficient, and a flexible design that is ideal for specialized and security-focused tasks such as penetration testing or network monitoring. This highlights how Linux prioritize control customization and performance efficiency. On the other hand, the Windows 11 kernel focuses on more providing a smooth user experience. It delivers a stable, responsive, and a user-friendly environment, which makes it more suitable for a general-purpose desktop use. Windows emphasizes easy of use, automation, and accessibility, making it a preferred choice for the everyday users. The use of virtualization was crucial in this experiment. It allowed us to safely test and run both systems simultaneously while maintaining proper isolation and system stability. This helped us to directly compare their resource management, performance, and usability under the similar conditions. In summary, the results reaffirm that Kali Linux excels in efficiency and control, while Windows 11 stands out in usability and convenience. Both systems have their own strengths, and choosing between them depends largely on their users' purpose and technical requirements. Thank you.
Thank you.